Hi everybody, it's Brandon. Thank you for joining me for another skincare vlog. If you don't know me, my name is Brandon. I am a medical writer. I've written over 1,000 medical articles that you can find freely on the web. Most of my articles are covering medical research, including dermatology and skincare research. I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. And in today's vlog, I'm going to be talking about a topic, a practice that a lot of you guys either do or are interested in, and it is the double cleanse method or the oil-based cleanse method. And this is something that I'm really excited about, something that I use in my own routine, my nightly skincare routine, and I definitely want to cover the research behind it, what it actually does for the skin, the benefits for the skin, as well as how to do it and which oils to use. But before we begin, please hit the like button down below. It really helps me reach more people and expand and grow my channel, and I really appreciate that. And definitely hit the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you here for future videos. I put out skincare videos every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as well as a weekend vlog on Sundays. So just a quick disclaimer here, I just ate a very spicy Indian dish and it turned my lips like bright red, as well as it kind of like plumped them up, which I'm actually really enjoying. I feel like it's definitely like a natural substitute for lip filler, and I'm really kind of liking it, to be honest. Also, tomorrow I go to Denver, Colorado, which I am really looking forward to. I've never been to Colorado, and it is the winter, it's January, so I want to see snow, but I also don't want to be there when it's cold, but it'll be fun. I'll see the mountains. I'll be in Denver first, and then I think going to Boulder and Colorado Springs, I believe. So I am sort of in the midst of packing right now. Have you ever been to Colorado? Can you leave me comments down below on what I should do, like suggestions? I would really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm in the midst of packing all my stuff right now. And the way I pack, I sort of start off, before I even do my clothes and everything else, I start off just like packing all of my skincare stuff. So I never like check a bag. I always take a carry-on. So I'm just gonna be like cramming all of these sunscreens, like 6 sunscreens and cleansers and serums and moisturizers into a bag. It's gonna be crazy. Maybe I'll do a video about that later. Yeah, I am taking my new favorite. I did a video on this, the MD Solar Sciences, which is a tinted mineral sunscreen. I really like this. It's kind of rivaling the Elta MD right now, but the problem is it's only like 1.7 ounces, so I'll probably go through this a lot quicker than the Elta MD tinted mineral sunscreen. But yeah, I'll definitely be taking that. I think like also if you are in a snowy environment and you're outside in the snow, that the snow can actually reflect and magnify UV to your face, and it's coming at your face like from below. So it's really important that you're wearing sunscreen and sun protection while you're outside in the snow. And that's something I'm definitely going to be keeping in mind when I'm in Colorado, just in case it snows and I'm out walking in it. Yeah, I'll be packing this and my CeraVe cleansers and moisturizers as well. So the reason why I love tinted mineral sunscreens, and it really comes as to no surprise to you if you are a regular watcher of my channel, and I promise this sort of leads me into the double cleanse method. I actually have chapters in the description box down below, so if you don't want to hear me talk about something, you just want to skip ahead, just go ahead and expand that description box and hit those chapters. I love these because they provide a blocking agent on the skin. They just sit there kind of like a thick wall and just prevents anything from coming through, and that includes UV, but also the tint in here is imparted from the iron oxides. Iron oxides may be helpful for, I'm just like swinging this about. Iron oxides may be helpful for protecting your skin from blue light. So the light that comes from LED lights, overhead lights, as well as your devices like your computer screens and your phones and your tablets. So yeah, and it just sort of evens out the skin tone, which I really, really like and appreciate. The thing with mineral sunscreens and tinted sunscreens, as well as just any sort of waterproof sunscreen, is I have such a hard time taking them off my skin, especially the under eyes. I don't know what it is, but just using a cleanser, just a cleanser to take off waterproof or water resistant sunscreen, I get in the shower, I cleanse my face with a soap-free cleanser like I usually am using right now the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, which I really like, but I put it on my skin, I lather it, and I let the water flow throughout my face, but I can never get all of the tinted mineral sunscreen off of my face. And the under eyes are a particular, I guess, weakness that when it comes to cleansers, like it doesn't take off the tinted mineral sunscreen. So I'm left with like this crusty color underneath my eyes that I have to invariably get like a cotton swab and just swab away with some oil or, you know, whatever else. But I don't really like tugging at the skin underneath the eyes because that area is just prone to irritation and it's thinner. What I've been doing for the past year or so is the double cleanse method. So what is the double cleanse method? Basically, it's a two-step process. It's the use of an oil, either a pure oil or a cleansing oil that's been specially formulated with like an oil like sesame oil and some silicones that you use on your face first. You use that oil-based product first and you rub it onto your skin and you just let your makeup and your water-resistant sunscreen and whatever, and the dirt and whatever else that's on your face sort of dissolve and break up. And then you wash it off and then you come over with your other cleanser, like your CeraVe cleanser, apply it to your skin, rub it on your skin, and just do the same thing that you would do just when you're just normally cleansing. And this has been extremely helpful at dissolving that tinted mineral sunscreen that's underneath my eyes and all over my face and just getting that layer off of my skin without having to scrub and without having to use like a washcloth or anything like that, which again, you definitely don't want to be scrubbing your face because it is thinner than other areas of your body. It's more prone to irritation, which can lead to dryness and can lead to sort of mini little tears in your skin that not only help reduce the moisture barrier, but also helps to, or at least it contributes to skin barrier impairment. So it's definitely not something that you want to be doing to your skin. So having something like a cleansing oil to just sort of break up something that will just sort of work with your lipid skin barrier is going to be extremely important with protecting the skin barrier ultimately. And I actually found a study in 2019 showing that the use of a oil or a cleansing oil was superior to that of just using a cleanser for taking off waterproof sunscreen. And in doing so, the group that used cleansing oil, they had overall less skin irritation and less skin dryness than the people who just used the cleanser. And this sort of makes sense because the oil, when you use the oil first, it sort of conditions your skin. It moisturizes your skin to a certain degree in terms of the emollient factor. And considering the benefits, the researched benefits of certain oils like almond oil or coconut oil, the fact that even though you have a very short contact time, applying of these oils before you do the cleanse can potentially have at least cumulated benefits to the skin, at least in theory. And I know some people actually find that they can just do the oil cleanse and just do the oil and wash it off and get everything off. Ideally, you still want to come in with a cleanser just to make sure that you are getting everything off, including dirt, maybe even pollutants that have just sort of settled on the skin. I think that's probably the best way to go, but the oil really, I think, in terms of reducing dryness, overall dryness, the oil-based method, I think for people with dry skin is probably extremely beneficial because, like I said, the research shows that at least the small studies that we have, the 20% study from 2019 that I just mentioned, it shows that it leads to less skin dryness. I think that's probably just the fact that it conditions the skin, it has that emollient property, and just helps to soften the skin overall. And over time, that's going to lead to more moisturized skin, more healthier skin with a better skin barrier and less transepidermal water loss. That's especially true for things like coconut oil, but I'll get into the research of specific oils in just a minute. Okay, so what oils should you use? If you're going to use a pure oil for the double cleanse method, the research is clear that coconut oil, almond oil, and in particular sesame oil are good oils to use for the double cleanse method. Now, the caveat here is if you are sort of an acne prone skin type, applying oils to your skin may not be ideal. So it's something that you definitely want to be talking to with a qualified clinical dermatologist or just your general healthcare provider. You want to make sure that whatever you're putting on your face isn't going to just sort of exacerbate any sort of symptoms that you're experiencing from your condition. But the ones that I really like are, and the ones that I use right now, are coconut oil and almond oil. I actually am using this Now brand almond oil. Yes, Now brand almond oil. I got this for about less than $3 for a 4-ounce bottle, so I got 2 on Vitacost. I showed you this in one of my weekend vlogs a couple of weekends ago. I really like this. It's a lot lighter than coconut oil. Coconut oil, if you are an acne-prone skin type or you're afraid you might break out, it can be comedogenic, so it can potentially clog pores and lead to breakouts in some people. So it's a heavier oil, so it has more saturated fat. It's a lot lighter than something like sesame oil, almond oil. So you might want to go toward a lighter oil, or even if you have an acne-prone skin type, you might want to consider an oil-based cleanser or something that's formulated that includes maybe a little bit of oil as well as silicones, something that's on the market that isn't just a pure oil. A pure oil on your skin, while beneficial for many people and many people's skin type, it's not going to be for everyone, and you definitely want to do your due diligence. I think that, again, if you have an acne-prone skin type or you have an oily skin type, using a cleanser that's specifically formulated by some sort of chemist in the lab is probably going to be more beneficial, because it's going to be less on the oily side and more on the silicone-y side, as well as just it's just going to have a lot more ingredients that are going to be more balanced for your skin type. And it may also be balanced in terms of the pH as well, which is also extremely important for the skin barrier. But yeah, like I said, I don't have any problems with sort of breakouts when I put oils on my skin, so I use just a pure oil right now. I may use cleansing balms and oils later on, and I'll review those as well. If you have a suggestion for one, leave it down below in the comment section. But I really like the almond oil. I put this on my face and then I just rub it in for a couple of minutes, and I just allow all the tinted water-resistant sunscreen to dissolve and break up, and then I wash it off with lukewarm water, and I come in again with the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser, which has ceramides and I think maybe even hyaluronic acid in it. Well, it has glycerin in it, so it's a good humectant, but the short contact time, I'm not really sure how much that's actually going to be doing, but maybe the cumulative effect, just like the applying of the oils, could be helpful for skin hydration overall in the long run. And then I use this, I just apply it on my skin, rub it into my skin for a couple of minutes, and then wash that off again with the lukewarm water. And generally that's all I need. I don't need to scrub, I don't need to get in there with my fingernails and wipe everything away. It comes off very nicely and I really, really enjoy it. And I'm left with really soft, smooth, moisturized skin. But as with anything, if you're gonna wash your face and you have a damp skin, you definitely want to apply an occlusive moisturizer on top onto your damp skin after you're washing your face, just so you can trap that moisture. And moisturizers have an occlusive agent in there that just create a film or a barrier over your skin to trap the moisture so it doesn't evaporate into the environment. Your skin barrier is just going to retain the skin moisture better if you do it that way. Now, there's some research to show that coconut oil in particular is good for atopic dermatitis and the symptom of dryness and itchiness. But again, it's going to be a short contact time, so it's hard to say whether or not using it as the oil-based cleanse method is going to provide that same benefit. But there's some good research to suggest that at least the cumulative effect over time of these oils like coconut oil and almond oil has a benefit in protecting the skin from, to a certain extent, UV, or at least helping to reduce the structural damage that happens within the framework, the collagen framework of the skin due to UV exposure. So I think that if you are concerned about using an oil, just know in like the double cleanse method, just know you're going to be washing it off anyway. Like if you have a general skin type like mine, you're going to be washing it off anyway, so it's not really going to create significant problems. At least it hasn't for me. I can really just tell you my experience and the anecdotal experience that I know from others, and the research that I've read is that a cleansing oil tends to work for most general skin types, and they're extremely effective at reducing dryness. The double cleanse method in particular, reducing dryness and helping the skin barrier repair and heal and renew itself over time. Okay, and just a warning about olive oil. There are various claims, at least on the internet, that olive oil is a really good oil to use and to apply on your skin, but there is some research to show that it may exacerbate some certain skin conditions like atopic dermatitis and lead to even more skin dryness. I tend to take these studies and kind of generalize them to my own life, and if I don't want to experience that skin dryness and I see that in the literature, I'm probably not going to pick that. So even though olive oil has numerous benefits, health benefits, you're probably better off just ingesting the oil or ingesting the pure olives to get those benefits rather than slathering it on your skin, at least until we have additional research to show that not only is it protective for the skin when applied topically, but it also helps with skin moisture retention and improving the skin barrier. But like I said, I really like the double cleanse method. I'm using the almond oil right now. I will try some skin cleansing or oil cleansing balms in the next few months, and then I'll do some review videos down in the future. But if you have any recommendations on which formulations I should try for the double cleanse method, I'm definitely interested in hearing your suggestions. I would love to try them out and review them on this channel, and I think it'd be really helpful and really fun to do. But yeah, that's sort of the overview, the science-based overview of double cleansing. The research out there is, there's a paucity of research out there on the double cleanse method, so it's really hard to, or at least conclude on the grandiose benefits of double cleansing. But what we do know, at least the research that we have, is that double cleansing, again, and I sort of am driving this home, it may potentially help with reducing skin dryness compared to just using a cleanser by itself. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend at least trying it and seeing how it works for you. So if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Let me know that you liked it. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. And stick around for future videos. Hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can be alerted for future videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.